Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to teach about Flow Designer introduction. Okay, what is Flow Designer? What are the introduction? What are the benefits? So let's see the agenda. Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. Today I'm going to explain about Flow Designer, and in this section I'm going to introduce Flow Designer. Okay, let's see what are the topics we are going to cover. First, what, why, and when. What is Flow Designer? Why we use Flow Designer, and when we use Flow Designer? We are going to discuss about that. And what are the benefits of Flow Designer? And what are the components of Flow Designer? How we access flow? How to navigate the flow? Okay, so let's see what, why, and when. Okay, so a flow designer is a no platform feature. We all know that it's a platform feature which enables the rich process automation capabilities in a consolidation design environment to develop and manage flows. Okay, so we use flow designers. Why we use flow designer? To enable the automations, okay, such as using integration hubs or automating the processes, business processes like if we submit some flow, it needs to trigger some approvals, some task. Okay, automatically creating some task, automatically assigning, automating, update the records. So such kind of automations or triggering to the third party tools, all these things. Okay, so for that purpose, we will use Flow Designer, and natural language is used to configure the automation of approvals or tasks or notifications and record operations without coding. That's where that's why we call as a no code or low code. Okay. So that is what we Flow Designer, and why we use Flow Designer is to automate the business process. Okay, to offer the automation purposes. Okay, to automate the business processes. Okay, and when we use it when it is required to trigger some third-party tools or to trigger some approvals or to trigger some notifications or something like that. Okay. And what are the benefits of Flow Designer? Benefits of Flow Designer is like platform automation. Okay, it's like Flow Designer combines multiple platform automation capabilities on configurations and runtime implementation. So process owners and developers can create, operate, and troubleshoot flows from a single interface. Okay, from a single interface, the process owners, they can create flows and operate flows for automation capabilities like to trigger notifications or something like that. Okay, task natural language. It's like it use natural language descriptions to help non-technical users. For example, the business owners, business users, they are non-technical users. Okay, but they can understand the flow by seeing the flow diagram. What are the triggers, action, inputs, outputs? Okay, you don't have to script to use Flow Designer. Okay, reusable components. It reduces development cost by providing a library of reusable flows components. Okay, something like update a record is a component of flow. Okay, uh, getting the records. Okay, record lookups. Okay, so all these are called components of flow. We can reuse the components in many of the flows. Okay, and it reduces upgrade cost with upgrade safe platformic logic, replacing complex custom scripts. Okay, so whenever there is an upgrade, so it will be no impact. There will be no impact. Okay, and a flow as a diagram. Okay, so it displays flows as diagrams to help developers to see paths and connections to understand and improve flows. Okay, so that's all about benefits. Okay, So components, there are total 4 components in the flow designer. Okay, one, it is a flow. Okay, a flow is an automated process consisting of a sequence of actions and a trigger to initiate. It automates business logic for particular applications or processes, such as upgrading records or asking for approvals or creating tasks, or sending notifications. Okay, so all this called a flow. Subflow. A subflow is nothing but a subflow is also an automated process consisting of sequence of reusable actions, data inputs and outputs. But the difference between the flow and a subflow is for a flow you will have a trigger, but subflow you will not have a trigger. Subflow is we use subflows in a flow. Okay, and the fourth one is third one is action. Okay, so action is a reusable operation that enables process analytics to automate now platforms. For example, ask for approvals. We have an action, okay? Create record, create task. These are something like out of the box actions, we call it, okay? ServiceNow out of the box actions. So you can create your own action or you can use the out of the box actions also, okay? And these actions can be used in any flows or any subflows. And the fourth one is a spoke. What is a spoke? A spoke, um, in spoke, you contains actions. Okay, but um, these actions like scope applications. Okay, for example, actions you use in global applications, but when coming to scope applications, you use spokes. Okay, a spoke is a scope application containing flow designer actions and subflows for managing specific tables. Okay, it's like, for example, dynamic translations or integration hubs, spokes. So there are AD spokes, okay, LDAS spokes, okay, Intune spokes. There are many spokes available. Okay. So that's about the components of subflows, floda, okay, and accessing or navigating. Okay, how we access flows, how we navigate the flow designer, we will see in a demo. Okay, okay. Now log into your instance. Okay, log into your personal instance or customer instance. Okay, so now how we are accessing the flow designer. So to access flow designer, so you type a flow, okay, and under process automation, okay, so you see the flow designer. Okay, under flow administration, you can see today's executions, active flows, content definitions, inbound email. So all this we can learn later. But when you click on flow designer, so it opens a new flow designer UI page. Okay, let's wait for 1 minute or less than a minute. So let's open this one. Yeah, so in this way you can access your flows. Okay. Um, okay, so now the navigating flow designer. So this is a landing page. Okay, and you see here the flows. You have the components here like subflows, actions, executions. What are the connections? All work. Okay, and created by me. All work. Okay, or something like that. Customer system. Okay, and to navigate to flow, type a flow in navigator and click on flow designer. Okay, so this is how you can access the flow, accessing the flow. Okay, and coming to the navigation of flow designer, so when you click on flow designer, this is the landing page you will see. and here you see the flows, the list of all the flows. Okay, and subflows, the list of all subflows, available subflows. Okay, and actions, what all the list of like out of the box actions or the custom actions also. Okay, and executions, so what all the executions, if there are any flows are executing now or it is completed, or so you can see all the navigation, all the executions. Okay, and the connections like spokes, if you have any spokes, okay, any connecting me to third party, okay, something you can see here, all these things. Okay, and if you click on the home button, it will go this is like it will come to the, this is the home button, home page. Okay, so it will come back to this page only. Okay, um, that is a landing page. Okay, for example, if I open this flow, okay, and you cannot your flow cannot be found. Okay, close tab. Okay, let's open any other flows. Okay, something, change emergency input. Okay, and you see here, and if you click on this home, then it will come to the flow home page. Okay, so a flow home page. Okay, and a link to the, if you want to go back uh, to the no platform UI. Okay, for example, if you close this one, okay, and you want to go to the home page, okay, just click on ServiceNow home page, so it will go back to the no platform UI. Okay, no platform UI. And let's close this and again click on Flow Designer. Okay, and from here you can see all the flows created by your colleagues, all these things you will see here, and created by me. The flows which are created by admin or by me, by means I have logged in as an admin, so my user ID is admin. Okay, all work. So create new. From here, you can select create a new flow or subflow or action. Okay, and the pickup where you left off. For example, if I open any flows, okay, if any flows are there, okay, which I did not finish, which is in draft position, okay, I did not complete. So I can click on this one and open the existing the flow. Okay, under recent activities, who has done what has done, everything. Okay, so these are like some supporting videos, community discussions, integration hours, developer courses, something resources, it will be available. Flow execution metrics, you can see, you can also see flow execution metrics from by clicking the plus sign. Okay, any reports are there or any disabled reports in the systems or anything. Okay, you can see it. And coming to this flow, for example, let me open a flow, um, change normal access or something, anything, any flow. Okay, I have taken this as an example to show you. Okay, and this is tabs, flow tabs. Okay, for example, you open the change normal flow and plus if you want to create a new flow, you can create it by clicking on new flow, or or let's close it, and let's close this tab, and if I open a new change standard. Okay, so it will open a new tab, so you can work in a single page, and then you can go in different tabs whenever you need it. This is called flow tabs. Okay, by clicking on this one, you can create a new flow or subflow or action. Okay, and by clicking this, you can go to navigation. Okay, landing page. For example, this is an flow view, and in diagrammatical view also you can view. To view flow as a diagram, so you can click the view here, which one you want to view, like in a diagrammatic view or in a flow view, normal flow view. Okay, this is like test. Like, for example, if you want to test this flow, you have finished this one and you want to know before publishing it, you want to test it if it is working successful or not. You can do a test here and deactivate. If you want to deactivate this flow, you can deactivate. If the flow is not in use, so you can deactivate. If you change something, you can activate and you can save. For example, if you are changing something, okay, and if you are creating some new flow, and you are stuck in middle of the flow, and you can save the changes and you can continue the same things in the next day or later day or something like that. This is help icon, toggle help panel. Okay, and here you have more actions like properties. What are the executions? What are the flow stages? Flow reporting settings, flow variables, copy flow. You can copy the flow to new flow. If you click on properties, it will like what is the flow description, which application, who can run initiate. So all these things, properties of the flows you can see. Okay, this is called a flow canvas. Okay, this is called a flow canvas. This is called a flow canvas. Okay, and this is like a trigger condition. Okay, so when to trigger the flow, and these are called actions. When the trigger condition is met, then these actions will execute parallelly, like asking the approval or updating the record. So all these are actions. Okay, and here error handler. If you have any error handler, you can write what if the flow is a fail. So what you need to do. So you can maintain the error handler. Okay. So, and this is a data pane. This is data pane called all the variables available, data pills we call it, okay, which you use in actions or trigger. Okay, so these are created by records. So that's all about navigating of a flow designer. So this is all about the introduction of flow designer. Okay, yeah.
Please do subscribe to get alerts for upcoming videos. Hope you will enjoy and learn ServiceNow. Thank you very much for your time.